Welcome back to the CryptoWorld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and this video will be an important one to watch because the Bitcoin price is potentially breaking this important level of support. But first, taking a quick look at the 12-hour Bitcoin chart, technically speaking, we are still within this short-term downtrend. And obviously, in my last Bitcoin update video that I posted yesterday on the channel, I spoke about how the parabolic stop and reverse indicator on the 12-hour time frame just flipped into the green temporarily, and how the 12-hour Bitcoin MACD just had a small bullish cross. But what I also mentioned is the fact that these indicators from time to time have some false signals here and there. So in order to call this an uptrend, we need to be forming at least some higher highs, which obviously we have not been seeing over the past couple weeks. But obviously for those of you that have been watching my Bitcoin update videos over the past few weeks, I've been comparing this price action that we're seeing right now to these other shorter term bearish trends in the Bitcoin price over the past 2 to 3 months. And in fact, almost every day since the 12-hour Bitcoin RSI entered into oversold territories around a week ago, I've been saying how right now the Bitcoin price and the RSI is looking very similar to what we were seeing back during the 21st to 25th of February and the 21st to 25th of January. And once again, the subscribers would already know this, but for anyone that is new to this channel, in both of these previous examples, the Bitcoin price had its initial drop, and that brought the 12-hour Bitcoin RSI into oversold territories. But that was not the actual bottom for these short-term downtrends. Instead, what we saw was one more dump to the downside in both of these previous examples, which if you're looking in the RSI actually forms a higher low, which is obviously a bullish divergence, and we saw that in both of those previous examples. And at the time of recording this video, this is playing out very well. We have obviously just played out another bearish move, putting in a new lower low in terms of this short-term downtrend as expected over the past 1 week. Meanwhile, if you're looking in the 12-hour Bitcoin RSI, we are currently sitting in higher lows, which is technically a bullish divergence forming, but this has not been confirmed just yet because we need to see at least 1 to 2 12-hour candle closes with the RSI pointing in the positive direction to actually confirm this as a new higher low in the RSI. And on top of that, the Bitcoin price is getting close to the golden pocket, which is the most important Fibonacci level, and that is coming in at around $37,000 to $38,000 per Bitcoin. So once again, the shorter term trend in the Bitcoin price is still clearly a bearish trend, forming lower lows and lower highs. But if we end up confirming this bullish divergence like these previous 2 examples, then that would increase the probability of seeing a bullish reversal coming within the next week or so if this confirms. And if you're looking at the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index, right now this is sitting in extreme fear. And generally speaking, when the majority is extremely fearful, that is usually bullish. And when the majority is extremely greedy in that stage of euphoria, that is actually bearish. And obviously this is not unique to Bitcoin. This goes for pretty much every financial market since the dawn of financial markets. And if you're looking at the daily Bitcoin chart, right now the Bitcoin price is potentially breaking below this ascending line of support, but we have not seen confirmation just yet because we did have 2 previous examples earlier in this year where we had a massive wick to the downside below this ascending line of support, but we did not see a daily candle close below this ascending line of support. So basically, in order to confirm this break to the downside, we need to see at least a daily candle close below 39,000, and the next daily candle close is in around 7 hours from now. So obviously, this will be really important to pay attention to moving forward because a daily candle close below 39,000 would really be our first signal on the daily time frame, showing us that this larger price structure is beginning to flip more bearish. But it is important to mention that even if we see a confirmed break below 39,000, we have some other levels of support. For example, this range of support coming in at around 37 to 38,000, and of course that is that golden pocket. And not only is it that golden pocket, it has also provided massive support for the Bitcoin price back during February and March. And basically, if we see a daily candle close below 37,000, then it's very likely that the Bitcoin price would at least revisit the January lows, but obviously that has not happened at the time of recording this video. And if you zoom out to the 3-day Bitcoin chart, we are currently seeing a bearish cross in the 3-day Bitcoin MACD, which would technically confirm in around 7 hours from now because that is the next 3 daily candle close, so keep an eye out for that. But just for context, taking a look at the last bearish cross in the 3-day Bitcoin MACD that happened during a bullish reversal in the 3-day Bitcoin RSI, that was back in September last year, and when we actually saw that bearish cross, the September correction was pretty much already over. We had already seen around 3 weeks worth of bearish price action when we saw that 3-day bearish cross, which is very similar to what we have seen over the past 3 weeks, obviously. And of course, if you're looking at the 3-day Bitcoin RSI, this is still in an uptrend, forming higher lows and higher highs like what we were in back then. And usually we only see these much larger bearish moves. I'm talking about the minus 50% bearish moves or more when we are seeing a major downtrend in the 3-day Bitcoin RSI, which we did see in these two previous examples. But right now, that is not what we are seeing. What we are seeing right now is very similar, once again, to what we saw in between June and November last year. And just giving you a quick update on the US stock market today, this right here is the NASDAQ 100 index on the daily time frame. And currently, the NASDAQ 100 index is approaching this previous left shoulder low, coming in at around 13.7K. And bringing out our Fibonacci retracement tool from the swing low to swing high, this is placing the golden pocket right where the NASDAQ 100 index is currently sitting. So it is very important for the NASDAQ to hold above around 13.7K, because if the NASDAQ starts breaking well below 13.7K, then obviously this right shoulder would become too big. And of course, we'll be breaking below the golden pocket, which would basically invalidate the formation phase for this inverse head and shoulders pattern. And on top of that, if you're looking at the daily RSI, this is currently testing an ascending line of support coming in at around 40 in the daily RSI for the NASDAQ 100 index on the daily time frame. So basically, this really is a make or break moment for the stock market when you're talking about the tech stocks in particular, because if we do not see a bounce pretty much right around here, then we could continue dropping down towards the February and March lows, which would obviously not be good for crypto prices. And if you want to stay up to date in the crypto markets at all times, make sure you follow me over on my Twitter. The link to my Twitter is in the description down below and also in the pinned comment. And just as a side note, I only have one official Twitter account, which is the one that is linked down below, and also only one official Instagram, which is the Instagram linked down below. Any other Instagram or Twitter or any other social media account that looks like it is me but is not the ones that are linked down below, then those are simply scammers trying to impersonate me to scam your money. So keep an eye out for a lot of scammers out there. But anyway, if you found this video useful or simply enjoyed it, please make sure to leave a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, you might as well subscribe with notifications turned on for more updates just like this every single day. And before you click off, if you want to maximize your profits in crypto, whether or not prices are going up or down, then these two videos popping up right here on your screen are definitely for you to watch. But anyway, that is it for this update. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.